The first anniversary of Mark's death was the hardest. Empty. A year without his laugh, his touch, his warmth. The house felt colder, draped in a silence that echoed his absence. Everywhere memories. Painful, beautiful, gone. Anna tried to be strong for Mark. She knew he wouldn't want her to drown in sorrow, but moving on felt like a betrayal. Every breath, a reminder of the life they built, now shattered. She stood by the window, watching the sunset paint the sky in hues of grief, orange, purple, blood red, the colors of her broken heart. Tears welled up, blurring her vision. He was gone, and she was utterly alone. Or so she thought. The buzz of her phone startled Anna. She picked it up, her hand trembling slightly. An unknown number. Hesitantly, she opened the message. It was blank, just an empty message box. Strange. Maybe a wrong number. She shrugged it off and placed the phone back on the nightstand. The silence in the room seemed to press in on her, suffocating. Over the next few days, Anna received more blank texts, always from the same unknown number. Each one sent a shiver down her spine. It was unnerving, like someone was watching, reaching out from the void. She tried blocking the number, but the messages kept coming. A persistent, silent intrusion into her grief. A chill settled over her. Something wasn't right. As weeks morphed into months, the texts became more frequent. Still blank, still unsettling. Anna couldn't shake off the feeling that it was connected to Mark. A crazy thought, she knew, but the timing was too coincidental. The anniversary of Mark's death was approaching. The thought filled her with dread, and the texts seemed to mirror her growing anxiety, increasing in frequency, almost as if the sender knew. One night, she woke up to a rapid succession of buzzes. Her heart pounded in her chest. The phone illuminated the dark room with its eerie glow. Dozens of messages, all blank, except the last one. It had a single character, a question mark. A cold fear washed over her. This wasn't random anymore. Someone or something was trying to communicate. The day of Mark's death arrived like a punch to the gut. Anna could barely breathe. The weight of his absence was suffocating. The house felt colder, the silence heavier. All day, her phone remained silent. No mysterious texts. Part of her was relieved, another part terrified by the silence. It felt like the calm before a storm. As dusk settled, she found herself drawn to Mark's study. His scent still lingered in the air, faint but comforting. She picked up his favorite book, her fingers tracing the worn spine. Suddenly, her phone buzzed. She jumped, dropping the book with a thud. The sound seemed to reverberate through the silent house. Her heart pounded. It was the unknown number. Anna stared at the phone screen, her breath catching in her throat. The message wasn't blank this time. It was a smiley face. But there was something off about it, something familiar yet deeply unsettling. Then it hit her. Mark. He used to type his smiley faces that exact same way, with the colon and the closing parenthesis right next to it. No space. It was his quirk, one she knew intimately. A wave of dizziness washed over her. This couldn't be happening. It was impossible. Mark was gone. Wasn't he? She backed away from the phone as if it were a venomous snake, her mind reeling. Fear turned her blood to ice. Who or what was toying with her? Night fell, cloaking the house in an oppressive darkness. Anna couldn't shake off the feeling of being watched, hunted. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of leaves outside the window sent shivers down her spine. She tried to rationalize. It had to be a cruel prank, a sick joke. But deep down, a terrifying thought took root. What if it was Mark? What if somehow he was trying to reach her from beyond the grave? Another buzz. This time the message was different. Run. Just one word. But it was enough to send a surge of primal fear through her. She wasn't imagining things. This was real, and she was in danger. Anna didn't hesitate. She grabbed her keys and fled into the night, her heart pounding like a drum in her chest. As she drove, she called the police, her voice trembling as she explained the unexplainable. The police traced the number. It was a burner phone, registered under a fake name. A dead end, but they promised to investigate, to keep her safe. Days turned into weeks. The texts stopped. The nightmare seemed to be over, but the fear lingered, a constant shadow. Then the police called. They had a break in the case. The burner phone was traced back to an address she knew all too well, Mark's mother's house. The revelation hit Anna like a ton of bricks. Her own mother-in-law had been tormenting her. During the interrogation, Mark's mother confessed. She couldn't bear the thought of Anna moving on. She wanted her to remain tethered to Mark, trapped in her grief. The texts were her way of keeping Anna bound to the past. Relief washed over Anna, followed by a wave of anger and betrayal. Her own mother-in-law, the one person she thought she could rely on, had been the architect of her terror. The police assured her that the case was closed. Mark's mother would face consequences for her actions. Anna should have felt vindicated, safe. But something didn't sit right. She remembered the smiley face, the exact way Mark used to type it, his quirk. Her mother-in-law wouldn't have known that, couldn't have. A cold dread crept back into her heart. Had it all been her mother-in-law? Or had something else, something darker, been at play? The police report confirmed that all the texts sent from the burner phone were blank, except for the smiley face. There was no run, no warning. Anna was left with a chilling realization. If her mother-in-law hadn't sent the warning, then who had? Had Mark's spirit been trying to protect her? Or was there another explanation, one too terrifying to contemplate? The questions lingered, unanswered, echoing in the silence of her grief. The nightmare might be over, but the fear remained, a constant reminder that some things are best left buried. Alone in the silence of her home, Anna couldn't shake off the feeling that she wasn't truly alone, that somewhere, somehow, Mark was still watching over her, and she didn't know whether to be comforted or terrified.